just because like nothing's gonna change, like whether I'm there or I'm not there. I don't know. I will say it's not an attitude that I would want everybody to have, because I feel like you have to have people that care, because at a certain point I feel like it does matter. Like if everybody had my attitude, like we probably wouldn't have too many voters out there. You know, like unless I had like a platform where like I started like really caring about politics and pushing that, which I can't see myself doing. Like I don't know, I don't see myself voting. I don't know, I feel like it's my duty to vote, so it's like, you know, I take a couple hours, you know, go get to local, I don't know, voting station and do that. But like realistically, like your vote's not going to change the impact of, well, I mean, it's like realistic, if you vote versus you don't vote, the same impact, the same thing in life is going to happen. You know, like I'm in California, so the same, like the state's gonna vote Democrat no matter what. So like it doesn't matter if I vote or not, but you still should. But you know, it doesn't matter. If you're in a place that's heavily Republican, like it doesn't matter that you vote. You should, but it doesn't matter. The only thing I could say is I feel like if you're a swing state, there's like your vote matters more, but it's like your individual vote, like, does it? Because you're like whether you vote or not, you know, the person that was gonna win it always gonna win it. You know, it's more like a mass, like, sort of thing, like where like it matters if people think what I think in mass, which is why I don't think that other people should believe what I think. I think there is a very important reason to vote. I did vote in the last election, and I'll probably vote in this one too, just because I feel like it's the right thing to do. You know, not to really get into that stuff, but I know what's interesting is that they're talking about how Robert Kennedy, he's like JFK's like grandson or son or something like that. I don't know. Now he, as a third-party candidate, is actually shaking things up, which is wild. That's an actual thing. Like I remember when I don't know if Andrew Yang was ever a third candidate, but I feel like he really shook things up, just because like he brought some interesting ideas to the table. And it's interesting that he's like Robert Kennedy is like actual, like, not like legit candidate, but it makes people pay attention, which is interesting. I saw him on I don't know if it's a Lex Friedman podcast, but it was on some podcast, and I feel like he's a smart dude, but I never found myself able to listen to him for like a long amount of time. I don't know, I feel like that's just like an attention span issue, or like maybe like a voice issue. Yeah, interesting stuff though. Interesting stuff. You should vote your conscience. You know, not that I know, you know. I literally just work at Disney. I just work at Disney and tell you to go the wrong way. That's my job description. And I wear my black socks every single day. I say black socks because you actually need to, it's part of the Disney costume now. So part of Disney costume is you have to wear black socks. So if any managers are listening, I am indeed wearing my black socks. Now we're talking, it's so the guy that went into Small World, that dude, he was talking about how he didn't like it too much, just because like being show ready actually matters. Like if you're not smiling enough, they'll tell you. If you're not, like if your outfit looks like you just put it on hastily, they'll tell you. And the job itself is very like mind numbing. Like it's just you're there pressing a button all day. So it's actually interesting to hear that. Which that they like care about your outfit inside the park, but once you get outside the park, that's why I said parking is golden. I recommend everybody do parking, just because it's very chill. Like my own costume. Like I was joking with my lead, my lead, which is below your manager. So it's like goes you, your lead, then your manager, and then your manager's manager, and all that stuff. I was joking with my lead that I've never been show ready at any time in my life. Like I've never been show ready ever, and I worked here for a year, and it was very funny when I said it. I don't know. I feel like it's always weird when you say a joke and like that happened. That's always like it's never funny because I feel like you need to be there for some jokes. At least the jokes I tell. And I was like, I've never been show ready in my life. She's like, yeah. Like, yeah, that's a thing, you know. It's cool because they have less expectations of parking. So I know I really enjoyed today. Today was a very fun day. I really wish I could have stayed. You know, one of the guys I work with, he was I don't know, I just frame it as this, which is that I work with a bunch of interesting characters, like real life characters. And I think I read something online, which is why, again, thinking long term, I don't want to leave parking, is because the online thing was saying that the people that feel happy in life, one aspect of that is having good relationships in your life. And for me personally, I was looking at my time in parking, and dude, there's just, you know, there's you can find good relationships in parking. You know, you have to try though. You know, if I feel like there's some people in parking that they're really quiet, they're really shy, and they hate parking. It's like, yeah, you are, because parking is about the people. And it's about what you make of it. You know, and I don't like that phrase. It's like what you make of it. But in parking, where it's just you and other employees just hanging out, it literally is what you make of it. Like if you want to be like by yourself and just like think about how much you want to go home, like it's gonna suck for you. It really is. But if you're like me and you're like, how, like I'm gonna go and have a fun time with or without anybody here, it's a great time. Like there's a guy I know, and he is always like, dude, I hate this job. I've been here for 5 years, man. What am I doing with my life? The funny thing is, I'll whenever I see him, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? You making magic today? Dude, I heard Mickey was looking for his favorite employee, and it's you. Like, I don't come off as sarcastic. I genuinely, like, I mean this because, like, it's like, you know, you want to spread some sense of positivity per se. And I'll say that, and the thing is, he'll have the same reaction, like, oh man, it just sucks here, bro. I have like an 8-hour shift. He'll say something like that, but the thing is, I find it so funny. At the same time, like a bit of positivity to it. And like if you just go somewhere that's like that and you're just like you just take their negativity with you, you know, you might not have a fun time. But if you go in there with the idea of like, I'm gonna have a fun time, I'm gonna joke around with this person, I'm gonna do what I want to do, you know, like that's ultimately a key for success. You know, also it's a very chill job. I have a family member that they graduated college like maybe like 8 months ago, like probably like 8 months to a year ago, and they still haven't found a job. And I always encourage them to do parking, and never took me up on it. It's one of those jobs where unless you do it, you're not going to understand the joy of parking. You know, I think I have like 16 people I follow now from parking. So I'm getting quite the popular. I'm quite the popular person today. I'm feeling quite popular. You know, like I got I am at I'm at either 100 or 200, maybe, I think. But now one of so for Disney, we have those our bus drivers are contracted out. So our bus drivers, they don't work for Disney, they're contracted to a third-party company. I found out that one of the contracted companies, they're not getting their contract renewed, and that means that the bus drivers that work for that company, they're no longer going to be like, they're no longer going to be working at Disney. And not gonna lie, I felt kind of sad. Like, one of the guys I really like, another guy I really like, and I kind of was feeling sad actually, because I just got that guy's Instagram. So he's really into like photography and whatnot. So I just started to really get to know him, and it's like next second he's gone. So I found that out, and I was kind of sad. I was kind of sad. It's it goes back to what I said last video, or last time I did a vlog, where you have to get used to people leaving and coming back, then leaving, then coming back. It's just one of those things. And there's a lot of other people that they can just, like, I met somebody like this, that they're just like, yeah, when I'm done parking, I'm just gonna leave and go make big boy dollars. It's like, really? Like, not like in a judgmental way, but like, you can, like, how do you categorize that, where you just like, these are people that you like, and then you're just gonna leave them? Again, I don't mean that in a judgmental way, but I'm just like curious, like, how do you like categorize people in your mind? The only thing that makes sense to me is, like, if you're somewhere where you already have a lot of friends, you don't want any more, I guess leaving the parking lot doesn't really matter that much, because you already have your base friend group. So I guess that makes sense. But no, just wild though. But yeah, so driving home, I was thinking about going to the gym, but then I realized I could do that when I'm coming home from school tomorrow. So tomorrow is gonna be first school day, so I'm going to be doing math all day, and I need to push it. I need to be pushing it tomorrow, just because you're like, I failed my math 115 3 times, and I am at a point where I cannot fail it again. So I am going to put in way more hours than I should be, just because I need to make sure I pass. It's one of those things where some people have it so easy. Like, some people are way smarter. Like, they just understand